today we're in The Sims 4 again, doing another build video. It's been a while since I last filmed anything. Like, it's only 9 months since I posted. It's been longer than that since I filmed, because I pre-recorded a bunch of videos and then went away and then came back and was like, I don't have any motivation right now to post, and it's just been that long. If you hear dogs crying or barking in the background, I'm sorry. I've filmed this so many times and they keep ruining it. However, this is the time. Currently one's crying, but it's okay. But yeah, today we are doing a bookstore cafe build, because I felt like doing a bookstore but didn't want to build just a bookstore. I wanted to build a cafe but then wanted to add a different element, so I thought of doing a bookstore cafe. They can either be very modern or cutesy. I went for cutesy. I don't really know why. I guess the outside kind of started looking like a cottage, so it just ended up being a cottage themed bookstore cafe. So yeah, went for a blue and white theme for both the inside and the outside. I wasn't really sure what themes to do on the inside, and then I kind of got to the point where I was like, oh, the outside's blue and white, why don't I just do the same on the inside? So yeah, went for, I can't remember what the brick is from. Is it from Cottage Living, the brick? No, I can't remember where the brick from the outside is from. But then the roof is just a base game roof. Kind of just went with whatever I felt worked. Like, I'm pretty sure I used what's a metric kit called? I haven't played this game as well in a while, so I have forgotten all the names and everything. Yeah, just needed a break from Sims 4, as people always do. You should try new games every once in a while. But yeah, I've forgotten what the magic kit is called. You know the one I'm talking about. Went for those bookshelves because they kind of fit the theme that I was going for. And then yeah, a lot of I went on Google and got some inspiration, and a lot of them had window seat tables. So I did that, and it just had 3 seats across there, and then also did 2 other small tables for the rest of the build. So yeah, and then it also has a back of house area for the staff with a bathroom. The bathroom is not accessible for the customers, but that's their problem. Unless the staff could probably let them in, but it's up to them. Obviously this is a fake game, so it's a game, but it's a fake world, so it doesn't really matter where the bathroom is as long as there is one, because a lot of times I forget. If you have watched any of my past videos, I always forget, and then I'm like, oh crap, this build needs a toilet. So yeah, I wasn't really sure which of these counters to use. There was only 2. There might be other ones, and I just don't know where they are, or I don't have the pack, but I'm pretty sure I have most packs. So, but I went for this one because it was the least. It just went more with the theme, I guess. I wish there was they had a white swatch, because they don't. Sorry, my dog is crying. Shh. But yeah, went for this one. I wish it was white, because it was kind of the blue and white was kind of the theme I was going for, and it has blue elements at least. I wanted to use the larger coffee machine that we have in the game, but it wouldn't let me place it, so I just gave up. Hopefully that's the last time they bark, so I don't have to keep redoing this. Anyway, yeah, went for this one, and then went for 2 coffee machines because I couldn't fit the larger one, and they kind of fit with the counter I ended up picking, so it doesn't really matter. Tried to add as many bookshelves as I could in this build. It is very small, but a lot of them online, if you look at cafes, bookstore cafes, it's they're very small and cozy feeling, so that's what I kind of went for, so it was kind of fine. Went for a blue wallpaper and then a theme wall. Kind of just felt like it fit, I guess. The inside's not really cottagey, but the outside is. The inside's more modern feeling, I guess. It's kind of a mixture of both. But yeah, I ended up, even though it's meant to be coffee, I ended up adding a lot of tea elements to the tables. There was a lot of teacup options to add, and I was like, oh, I want this to look like it's being used, so I just added a lot of teacup sets to the tables, even though it's meant to be like a coffee place. But it's a cafe, so you can do tea and coffee. But yeah, for the back I had to squeeze in a staff area, a kitchen and a toilet in this tiny space. It somehow worked. The staff area is not very big, but I've worked in a cafe before and the staff area didn't even have like a staff area to sit, so it's kind of accurate for me at least. They prioritize, the kitchen over somewhere for staff to sit on their breaks. So yeah, at least in this world and in the cafe I worked at. So yeah, added these two little tables in here, and then added a bin just so customers can throw out their food in the end. Kind of left the middle empty so that customers who are ordering can go out to the till. There can be a line to form. I went way too into depth for this. I ended up making the staff area bigger, a backhouse area bigger, just because I was like, I'm not going to be able to fit everything I want back here in here. So yeah, it has everything. The kitchen, it's got a blender, a microwave, a sink, a dishwasher, an oven. I do add the oven at the end because I'm like, oh, I should probably add one. It's not necessary, but I was like, I need one. I also add a desk area for cash up and stuff for the staff to do. Like I said, I went way too into depth into this build, but I hadn't built in a while, so that's probably why. I also added some bookshelves instead of normal shelves to the kitchen because I'm like, it's a bookstore cafe, might as well add more books. Then we've got the staff area. I do move it to fit the bathroom in. The bathroom is tiny, it's on an angle as well, so it literally just has a toilet and a sink, but that's all you need for a bathroom, so it doesn't really matter. I think they're about to start barking at each other again. Anyway, I also added like a bookshelf behind this, like the sitting area for the staff. Again, bookstore cafe. If you wiki, you probably like books. So yeah. And then yeah, just adding. I was originally thinking to add another room and that goes to the bathroom, but then I changed my mind. So yeah, it's like I can fit a bathroom here. So it started off like this, and then I was like, I can't fit a sink and toilet in here. So I ended up having to do an angle, and it ends up working. It's very small back here though, but that's fine. Yeah, like I said, the customer can't really access it, which isn't great, but there's nothing I can do. And like I said, it's The Sims, it doesn't really matter. A Sim's probably just going to walk in here either way and not care to find the bathroom. So yeah. That's basically it for that room, at least. There's a mirror as well, just standard, everything. Do add a mat later on. I go for wooden flooring throughout the build. It just made sense for me to do that, I guess. Did change the colours for every room though. It's like it's not all the same wood, which is a bit inconsistent, but it's fine. Also add a bunch of rugs around the place just to fill up that space. I go for like these cookie cutter, rugs from one of the kits. I can't remember what it's called. Like I said, I've forgotten everything. I went for the blue one and then a brown one just because I thought it worked. Would have preferred if they had like a white option, but they don't, so who cares. Just adding some final sort of touches, some windows around, so it's not just like the front has windows and nothing else, or else because it kind of looks weird. But for the outside where I didn't put windows and I thought it looked empty, I put a lot of like plants and stuff around there to fill up that space, I guess. Just adding another bookshelf in here. I do end up moving the door actually over a little bit because it was annoying me that it wasn't centered with the roof. You'll see when we get to that. But yeah, basically the inside is all done. So now we move on to the outside, and yeah, just finishing the final touches and everything. I also added some books to the inside on the tables because it made sense to me. But yeah, that is basically it, I think, for the inside. I can't remember what else I do. Yeah, just moving some things to make it more center. But yeah, outside wise, it's just a lot of plants. I do add some outdoor tables. For the front, I go for some like just round tables that I can add umbrellas to, and then for the back, I add some benches to the build. Benches with umbrellas as well, so they're all undercover if they need to be. I really like these like little white ones for the front. I think they kind of go perfectly for the outside at least. And then yeah, these back ones here. I'm not the biggest fan of these benches, but like they're the only ones with umbrellas, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Add some lights as well, so that it lights up at night. I also add like a sign that lights up so you can see it, and it's on two sides of the building, so that it doesn't really matter. But yeah. This is when I try to hide the build without the window side buildings, I guess. So we got obviously these wall plants things going up the walls just to hide the space. Sorry about my dogs. Like I said, this is like the 10th time and it's getting really annoying to me that they can't get along while I film this. But it's fine. Yeah, just adding these final plants everywhere, add some trees, add these pink trees, sorry. I think they just go really well. Add a foundation and everything. But yeah, that's about it really though, so I'm going to wrap it up here while these two get along a little bit longer. But yeah, that's everything for the video. I don't know how much I'm going to be posting. I don't know if I'll be doing twice a week like I used to, but I'll post when I feel like it, I guess. But yeah, that's about it, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you at some point for another video. Bye!